Okay, so we're actors. We got to be on film. So that means you need a show reel. How do you go about it? Hey guys, and welcome back. So today we are talking about show reels. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because being actors and being film and TV actors, this is quite important. So without a show reel, you've got no real body of work. If you want to go and do stage, if you want to go and do musical theatre, that's great. You don't really need a reel for that. But if you are wanting to do film and television, the reel is not only a show of what you've done and what you can do, it's also a show of the characters that you can portray and also what you look like on camera and your knowledge about how a camera works. So there's a few more things to think about than just getting on camera and just putting something down and putting it out. There's all the other techniques that go with it. So a few of the important things to remember with doing a show reel is looking at quality and looking at the images that you use in your show reel. And what I mean by that is that, most days you can pick up a smartphone and go out and shoot something. You can go and make your own little movie. My production team and I have just done this. We're working on a project where we've done just exactly that to prove what we can do with the smartphones that are around now. And you can just go out and you can film something. Or if you've got a friend that's got a really nice DSLR camera, you can go and you can actually do some really nice shots, get some really high definition footage, and then edit it down from there. But remember, you need somebody to be able to edit it. There's all these little things, all these little steps that to create something actually comes back to being. So as much as quality these days isn't really an issue, you've got to think about the shots that you want and you've got to think about the characters that you want to portray. For most guys, and I'm going to try and focus here on guys because it's me and I don't have the female perspective, so it would be unfair of me to put that out there. For guys, we kind of want to show an emotional range, want to show the bad guy, the good guy, the love interest, that kind of thing. But also your look dictates that as well, and I'll talk about that in another video. But you've got to remember that your show reel's got to show what your potential is as an actor. And if your show reel doesn't show that, then you need to look at getting a new show reel. And the best actors are forever updating their show reel. They're forever looking for opportunities to try new things, to challenge themselves. And we hear this about the A-listers. They're always doing this. And we should be doing exactly the same thing at this level. It shouldn't be any different at whatever point. You should always be pushing yourself, always challenging yourself, finding scripts to do new things, creating new scripts, creating characters and putting them down on camera. Most of us have, as I said, have got a smartphone. You can set up with a very basic setup and actually shoot something. Just looking at angles, looking at lenses, that kind of thing. One of the important things with show reels is to think about what footage you want to use. Now, if you can get in on student films, independent films, big productions are always absolutely fantastic because it means that it goes on your resume, it goes on your IMDb, and it's just like, oh crap, these guys have been on this show, here's their footage, this is excellent, let's get them in. That's always wonderful. But for a lot of us, we don't have that to start with. So student films are a great way to get footage and to be able to get some time on set. So always think about that. But if you just want to start shooting stuff yourself, be careful about the footage that you use. So if you're using stuff from TV shows that are relevant now, there's copyright laws that go with that. And as much as it may be that, we're small fish in a very big pond and they're not going to come up to someone that's just using stuff for show reels, it's an important thing to remember that this is really an opportunity for you to be able to actually create something of your own. So say you're doing a police scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and you want to go that way, maybe think about changing a few of the things about the scene, change where it's located, change who you're talking about, what you're talking about, but still keep the structure the same. The scene will still play the same and you'll be able to get the characterization across, but it also gives you your own twist, and if you do it properly, it looks like it's from its own production. which actually has more value when a casting director is looking at it, because it's not just a scene that we've all seen on a popular TV show. So just think about that when you're doing these kind of things, because that can be just a little nuance that can step you ahead of everybody else. And one of the things that's really important with these showreel scenes is just don't make them look like it's just you sitting at home, just sitting in front of a camera, reading to a spot on the wall. We can all sit and we can do that, but it lacks a bit of something. Think about it actually being as part of a production. So if it was a student film or it was an independent film where you would be playing across from somebody, whether you've got somebody there or not, you should be thinking that there's somebody there. These are all basic techniques, but there are a lot of people that forget these when they're doing stuff for showreels. They just want to get a character across or anything like that. They forget that they're actually playing off somebody else. And so if you can actually make this production, this little scene that you've made for your showreel, actually look like it's from a production, it's going to have so much more value. It's going to mean so much more, and it's going to play so much better on camera than if it's just you sitting in a room, being a character and reading at the wall. So just think about that. Even get somebody in to play alongside you. Set up a little bit of back and forth so that you can go from there. And if it's good enough, get the other person to sit in and film them too, and then you can have a bit of back and forth. You can edit it in, and then you've got this little edited scene that you can both use as a showreel piece. Which, isn't that at the end of the day what we're all trying to do? We're all trying to benefit and help each other out. And don't forget that. Like, we can't do what we're doing without anybody else. I mean, a lot of this stuff I'm self-shooting myself. It's nice and easy. It's me sitting in front of a camera and just setting out a bit of a script and rebuttaling that. But I have a guy that I'm working on with my editing as part of my production team. And so, because he's got all the equipment, all the tools to do that, and the knowledge to do that, I don't have that. And this is the thing that we've got to remember. We are part of something bigger. Like, not all of us can do everything. And if we could, that'd be really boring and really lonely. So remember to include your friends, include people that you want to work with. Reach out to directors if you know any, or do the talks. Like, go out and do networking events and talk to people, because the more people you meet, the more fun this is going to be, and the more footage you're going to get, and the more you're going to learn. So just remember that. But that's where I'll leave today. Hopefully that's been a good start to be able to get you started on what you're looking for with your showreels and where you should be thinking about what you should be doing. If you've got any questions, please comment down below. I'll get back to you. I'll rebuttal when I can. And if you've got any points of view of yourself, share them below. Let's start a conversation. This is a community setting where I want us to be all helping each other. I'm doing this to help people because I found it hard when I first started. So let's help each other. But guys, that's all from me for this week. I'm Sam Liddell. Until next time, have fun.